Hello everyone. I'm going to record really a quick video on this document that I uploaded, something that I found. I mean, I've been reading this document for the past 3 years, so I pretty much had looked over and looked over. One of the things that you have to watch out when you go to court with these criminals. Let me share my screen with the document that I just posted. The 60 ways to shut down a case that I put on Gumroad. You have to understand these things first before you go voluntarily, because you voluntarily go to court with like a traffic ticket and stuff, because you can dismiss it. You can avoid being served and all this other things that you can do. But if you find yourself dragged into court, you know, not volunteering, but dragged, from the criminal law enforcement, so-called law enforcement, and you find yourself in court, the tool that they use all the time, according to my sources that I've helped with, whatever I can help with when it comes to courts and everything, it's contempt of court. So I just had a friend of mine just facing some court hearings, proceedings, and all that. And I told him about, and we play rolled this information just in case they throw at him, the infamous contempt of court. And we practice and practice. And sure enough, he was faced with this. So I'm just going to share his testimony kind of thing. And nothing happened, which was great. But you have to watch out for it. So the infamous in this document is very complex. It's a lot of things that you might not use, but one of the things that you want to know in this document is this right here. This is very good. The objection when, you face the judge and, you have to object. This is the right way right here on top. And I like it that in this document, this document is like 60 ways. So this is one, will be one. Let me explain to you. This will be one way. Okay, this page will be one way. And so they just kind of, you see how is some of the things that the scripts that you can learn. Mostly this document is to learn all these things, not to use them all like at once. But the objection right here is great, which I like. We practiced this also with my friend. They had to go to court. So, and sure enough, they didn't like what he was saying in contempt of court. So let's go over it real quick so you have an idea of what is going on. So let's read really quickly. Let's read one of the main tools that they use to arrest you in the courtroom. I had a friend of mine, not a friend, but one of the members of what I'm learning all these things. She got arrested. It was a child support kind of thing, trial. And she got arrested. She walked out of the courtroom. She gave her testimony in our class. She walked out of the courtroom about, was about child support and all that. She didn't pay something about child support. And she walked out of the courtroom. And in the hallway, she got arrested. That's how bad it's getting. That's how infamous and criminal things are they're doing in the courts, right? So you have to watch out for this. So let's read it. One of the main tools they are used arrest you in the courtroom is contempt of court. Contempt is an instant 6 months in jail to a year. To be careful here because there's just rolling you. They're, committing all kinds of crimes in the courtrooms, it's amazing, okay? Without you doing anything really. Like I said, if you have committed a crime. This is for entertainment purposes only, not legal advice. If you committed a crime, like a common law crime, anything that has to do with uh, injuring another person or theft or anything like that of their property, then you have to face the consequences. It's not for you. But there's some criminal cases that, this could be applied to. So not all the, cases are the same, but usually common law crimes where you injure another person or something that is, that is a crime. It's a crime. So let's go over it. So they'll give you 6 months in jail, 2 years. Incredible. Incredible what they're doing. Potentially, that is what you face. They will use this for any or no reason at all. This is what's important to learn this. And role play with your friends and family, and please share this information. Go to the My Gun Road and get this and other documents that I have for free in Gumroad, because my purpose is for everybody to understand this, what's going on. If you're new to this information, if you're new to this understanding, welcome, and know that you have rights and how to fight these things. There's a lot of things in my Gumroad that you can check so you educate yourself before anything happen, or if you're going through one incident right now, it's good for you to learn before the court date. So potentially, this is what you face. They use this for any or no reason, mainly for intimidation. This is the important part right here, to intimidation. And this is where they will have already used the stun belt or gun on the defendant, who irritates the court by asserting your rights. So they get irritated, they get upset, she just throws you with a contempt of court. So this is what you will face. When they do this to you, and it happens so fast, it happens with my friend, it happens so fast. But it's a good thing that we role played and he was ready for it. And nothing happened, so it was great. Nothing happened. It's just the judge just shut his mouth, and that's continue with whatever they were doing. The kangaroo court, the show that they put between we were talking about, because sharing all this information, and he's like, yeah, when you go in there, it's like well, he said a word, but a show, and you have the judge acting up, and you have the prosecutor, and then the officer there, saying all these things, whatever. And then it's a show completely, a shit show, he said. So I said the word. That's what he said. Completely. But he was very confident and he got the case dismissed, which is great. So I will share his testimony and how he did it in another video, okay? There's depends on your case, there's different strategies, okay? Remember that. I'll share his strategy in a different video. So let's continue. So when the judge throw at my friend in contempt of court, he said this. This is very important to understand. Is that civil contempt or criminal contempt, judge? And pause. We role played it where he paused. Because usually, it says here, wait for the response on the record. And they usually don't know what to even, they didn't see it coming. In court, you have to throw things that they don't see you, one of the things that a friend of mine in our class, he filed a motion to dismiss with prejudice the same day of the court. He went early and he put that motion right there. So it's a strategy because if you put it before, which is, a lot of people say put the motion to dismiss early in the case, but they will strike it or whatever they want to do with it. And so my friend, one student in our class, he put the motion on this of dismiss with prejudice that same day. And it was beautiful what happened in that court case. So remember that. You can put it right there. Um Okay, so if he says you have to wait, okay, you read here. I'm not gonna read all this. He needs to commit to what he's saying, the judge, and he doesn't see that coming from you. So he needs to commit. So once you have committed and he answers, so if he answers criminal contempt, say then you're gonna say you have to say who makes the claim, what is the crime, and who is in the injured party, because of course, if a criminal, it's criminal, right? So you said that. Now if he says it's a civil contempt, as my friend said, that the judge said that it was a civil contempt of court. No, I'm sorry, he was facing a criminal. It was criminal. Okay. If he says civil contempt of court, then you say, where is the contract between me and you? I don't agree to the terms of the contract, judge. And this is one of the things that in our class, never argue. Our mentor says, never argue contract. Unless this is a contempt of court. Never argue contract. They don't even know what that is. You loosen the case right there. You loosen the whole thing if you argue contract, but only if you're faced with contempt of court. So read this. Now you have the judge acting criminally outside of any lawful jurisdiction and out of immunity. Okay. So this is the way to go with contempt of court. So get this document. I just wanted to mention this from this document. Maybe we can, in another video, we can go to other things in this document. If you have a court case, email me. And I don't know everything, but I'm learning. But there's sort of other strategies that you can do administrative, where you put paperwork in place before that court date. Like I said, this is not legal advice. I'm not an attorney. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please understand that I'm not liable for anything that I say in these videos. And just remember, email me and I can maybe help you structure, what would be the best strategy for your case and that you're facing. But remember, you can always, if you get a just simple traffic ticket, avoid to be served 72 hours, you have to return to sender, properly return to sender. Because sometimes I have helped someone return to sender a ticket, just regular return to sender. But this is called avoid to being served 72 hours because a traffic ticket is a contract right there on the street, on the road. So you will have 72 hours to rescind, not rescind, to not contact with that police officer. So check out my Gumroad. It's called Avoid Being Served. It's how properly you return to sender, and it's awesome. I have testimonies with that document for 6 months. I have Avoid to be served process. I did it for DMV situations, for a ticket that my friend had. He got a ticket and court date and all that stuff. And the DMV sent him all kinds of stuff. Your license is going to be suspended. He did not have a license, driver's license. He doesn't have a driver's. So they make up all this crap, right? So they send him 4 letters to his home. And that's why you have to get a P.O. box also. Please get a P.O. box and learn the post office. It's also on my Road. Okay, the post office process is on my Road. and learn about the post office and private jurisdiction from the post office. So, because they'll find you at home. So my friend got a DMV 4 letters. They're going to suspend his license. He didn't have a license. They're going to do this and they're going to do that. So we return to sender. Avoid being served is the process. Within 72 hours, you have to do it right away. So get that document and get it so you be informed. It applies for tickets, for just simple tickets, like any traffic citation. So we send it in one letter. We put it on in there, learn how to do it. It has to have tracking. And we send it, it's been about 8 months, and we never heard from them. So it's been about 8 months and we never heard of it. Disappeared. Uh so and we did another process for his tickets. He didn't have to go to court. We dismissed from administrative dismissal from the court, from all the documents that we filed in his so-called case. He got stopped for no insurance, I think, or they stopped him and then he didn't have insurance. And the other thing, yeah, and he didn't have a driver's license. That's what another of the charges. So we dismissed that through filing papers in the court case. So check out Avoid Being Served also. And so thank you. And I hope you use this document and get informed and learn, learn, learn. We all here to learn. We learn every single day. Thank you. Have a great day.